So I'm Derek Reid, I am the founder of LD Let's Talk. The meetings are hosted in the Burgadale complex and they are fortnightly, 7 o'clock to probably about 8:30 is the kind of times we look to run them at. We started with a suicide in the community. One of the girls who actually fundraises for us now, Darcy McBride, I'm sure she won't mind me mentioning her. Obviously her mum completed suicide. And that's where it kind of started for me, because I grew up in that household and grew up with that family, and obviously previous to that there was lots more in the community, and for me it was just like, if somebody doesn't start this and maybe try and help some people out, then how many more are we going to actually have? So that was the kind of main drive and the main force for it. Like I said, there was a lot more, and a lot of people who I knew in Castlemilk at the time had obviously completed suicide as well, so that's why that was the main reason for it starting. So we set up in a circle, because we call it the circle of trust. It's where we're in a circle and we're running about each other. I've kind of set myself out away for the circle and everybody's kind of round, and you just move around the circle. Some people want to talk, some people don't want to talk, which is totally fine. Sometimes you can get the answers for other people that have been through an experience that maybe you have as well. We try and make the meetings as relaxed as we possibly can. Of course it's a serious subject, but we want to make people feel welcome, and it's good to have a wee laugh or two as well, as much as the serious stuff's actually happening. So in the meetings, can be between 5 and 15 people there. It just depends on how people are feeling at that time before the meeting comes. So we do try and make them as relaxed as we can, but obviously we are there for obviously the important reasons. For the group, it's for recovery and a safe place for people to come. I understand how scary it is to walk through the door, because of course it is, but the aim for it is to get more people to come to the meetings. That is the main aim. We want the meetings to be as busy as the page is. When people are mailing the page and we're talking through the page, we want the meetings to be busy, because that's where you're going to get the help and support that you need. So that's the main aim of the main aim of the group, is to obviously keep that going and make it as busy as we know it can be, and just, as I said, safe place for people to come and talk. For me personally, I think it's helped, yeah. If it hadn't helped, when they come back, so it must be doing something for them. Some of the members during lockdown hadn't even left the house, and when the meetings opened back up, they were ready to come to the meetings. It was something that it's funnily enough look forward to actually being there, because it is a comforting place. Like I said, you do become a family. It's crazy to say that, but you do, and it's everybody's comfort. So it's definitely working. That's for sure. Nah, we're nowhere near it. Absolutely nowhere near it. There's a stigma, even when it comes up. Even the topic is enough to put people off. If you mention anything today with suicide awareness or mental health, lots of people, and they still clamp up at the thought of the conversation. So no, I don't think we're anywhere near ending the stigma, and it's what we're obviously trying to achieve. It's important to talk, very important to talk. I think it's huge if people open up. Like I say, coming to groups will do that for you. You're coming to groups with people, like I said, who are maybe experiencing something that you're experiencing. If you don't come to the group, you won't know that. So for me, no, I still think there's a huge stigma attached to it, and I still believe that people are a wee bit scared to open up, especially publicly or in a group setting. 100% there's scope, and there's huge work to be done elsewhere. That's how you see like groups like myself or the C9 Foundation, who are based in Motherwell. There's Martin's Monday group, I think that's what it's called, excuse me if I get it wrong, but that's why people like our group start, because I don't think there's enough being done. I work in education. I actually believe that it should be something that we start off through there. Obviously no talking about suicide and stuff like that, because it's no conversation you want kids to be involved in, but I think it's really important to involve them and let them know, listen, it's good to talk. If you have a problem, then share your problem, don't keep it in because it doesn't help. And I think if we start from there and keep moving forward, then I believe that it will. I'm not saying it's ever going to get easy, because it won't. There'll always be, again, that stigma attached. But no, if you're asking in terms of government, no, 100% no. There should be a lot more stuff happening. There should be backing for people like myself and other groups like this to keep it going, because it's not an easy subject. and it's certainly no easy, you know, to sit in a room with people that are feeling that way. There should be a lot more work in the background. Yeah, I think like I always say to people, you know, you always have something it won't take away your problems, but what it will do is it will help you, you know, stop thinking about them. So football's one, you know, getting the kids here, adults, whatever, you know, you need that release in your life, whether it's listening to music, going on a jog, going on a walk, you'll have all that kind of stuff. Obviously the suicide awareness campaign is called after the academy because I wanted to keep it in football, because I think, you know, football is a great way to push it out there. That's why I sponsor local football teams, because football is huge, it's popular. So there's a really good chance that if people are, you know, struggling and they see it through football, they maybe see the group advertised, then they obviously might make that link or whatever. So for me, obviously being involved in the academy, it's important to drive mental health forward, and there's a lot more at this academy that we actually do in terms of obviously trying to get people to talk and obviously encourage that. I think we just need to encourage people to talk. We need to let people know that there's nothing to be ashamed of if you're feeling low, if you have an issue, you have a problem. And the more people that actually do it, then the more it will encourage people to do it. You know, especially in a community, that understand how hard it is, you know. Let's not lie, it's like neighbours and home and away. You're in a wee community, everybody talks, you know, probably everybody knows who you are, everybody knows your business. But I think if one person talks and you keep on going, and it's that kind of domino effect, and you let people know there's nothing to be ashamed of, you know. Everybody feels low, scared, unhappy, you know. And some of us are lucky to never feel that, not mean they kind of thoughts, but the problem is that there is people doing that, and that's again obviously the bench that I showed you guys. You know, that's what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to let people know that, you know, talking's a great thing. It's actually going to help you, and if you talk, then it'll hopefully encourage somebody else to talk, and it's a domino effect. Like I said, I think that's the most important thing. I think that's what we need to try and achieve. We need to try and get people to talk, encourage them to come to the groups. Don't be scared. You know, again, I understand how scary it is walking in the door, but it's going to be huge for yourself and the person sitting next to you if somebody else is there. The benches are multicoloured, so they're meant to be that kind of multicoloured rainbow effect. You'll see with the jacket, you know, we have a circle here, and we have people holding each other, and that's what it's about. It's like to help each other. The benches are designed so that if people are sitting there, then hopefully somebody will sit beside them and talk to them. You know, the school benches are different. The adult benches will have all the contacts in terms of suicide awareness. You know, Chris's House, Sam H, all these kind of contacts, myself as well being one of them. And obviously the children's benches haven't got that. They just have the LD Let's Talk logo. And what we're trying to do for kids is just, you know, they'll sit there, and it's not just to mean that they're actually needing to talk, but it's just to say, this is what this bench is designed for. It's called a chatty bench, you know. If you're feeling low, it's good to talk to somebody, let them know how you're feeling. So that's what the benches are designed to do. So far we only have two, but you know, the benches are hugely expensive, but you know, I'm not stopping there. My plan is to target schools, and that's my next kind of step. I'm hoping that the bench that I've got coming tomorrow will enter a school, and then we can kind of take it from there. The world obviously, when they have started it, you know, I don't want people to suffer. You know, I certainly don't want them to think they're alone for a minute, because they're not. You know, I know by the group that it works, and I understand the trust issue, and I understand how hard it is. But for me, you know, I want people to know that for me, I've never suffered mental health. I'm doing this off my own back, and I don't want a tap on the shoulder for it. I just want people to know that there's somewhere to go, there's somewhere to talk to, and you know, and I'm not going to save them. They're going to save themselves, and the other people in the group, they'll be the ones that will help them through it. I just need to get them there. So for me, mental health is massive. It's a massive part of my life now. You know, I wouldn't stop this for the world, no matter how hard it gets. So I think everybody needs to know that, coming for myself, that, you know, in the community, that if we just get there, we all work together, I think we can help everybody in your community, and hopefully beyond that. Contact the page. Like, it doesn't move any further than that. You know, you contact the page and you want to talk to me privately, then it will stay between us. You know, I will encourage them to come to the group, because I believe that the people in the group have more answers than me. You know, but I'm willing to listen. I'll meet people anywhere. I've done it before, and for me, you know, don't be scared. You know, don't be ashamed, because there's nothing to be ashamed of. Talking is a powerful tool, and it's probably the most powerful tool that you can use. So I believe if anybody out there is suffering, contact the page. You know, I'll come and see you, come and meet you, and if that doesn't work, then like I said, coming to the group is the next best thing.